Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get rich effortlessly while others struggle no matter how hard they work? That's exactly what Rich Dad, Poor Dad is about. Robert Kiyosaki grew up with two father figures, one rich, one poor, and through their experiences, he learned the real secrets of wealth. Let's go through the biggest lessons from this book that can change how you see money forever. Lesson 1. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. Most people are taught to go to school, get a degree, find a good job, and work hard. That's exactly what Kiyosaki's poor dad believed in. He was well educated, had a stable job, but always struggled financially. He worked hard, but no matter how much he earned, there were always bills, taxes, and expenses keeping him from getting ahead. On the other hand, Rich Dad thought differently. He believed that if you spend your whole life working for money, you'll never be free. Instead, you need to learn how to make money work for you. The rich focus on buying assets, things that put money in their pockets, like businesses, real estate, and stocks. Meanwhile, the poor and middle class spend their lives working for money, only to spend it on liabilities, things that take money away like expensive cars, debt, and unnecessary luxuries. The key takeaway: if you only rely on a paycheck, you'll always be stuck in the rat race. You must learn to build assets that create income for you. Lesson 2. Financial education is more important than school education. One of the biggest reasons people stay broke is because schools don't teach financial literacy. You might learn math, science, or history, but no one teaches you how to manage money, invest, or build wealth. Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki to understand money, taxes, investing, and how wealth is built. Instead of just saving money in a bank, he learned how to make money grow. Wealthy people don't just work hard. They learn how to use money as a tool to create more money. If you want to be rich, you need to educate yourself about money, how it works, where to invest it, and how to multiply it. Lesson 3. Assets versus liabilities. The wealthy know the difference. Here's a simple rule that separates the rich from the poor. The rich buy assets, the poor buy liabilities. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket, like a rental property, stocks that pay dividends, or a profitable business. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket, like a fancy car, credit card debt, or an expensive house that costs you more than it makes. Most people work hard to earn money, then immediately spend it on things that keep them broke. The rich, however, buy assets that make them money, so they don't have to work forever. If you want financial freedom, ask yourself, are you spending money on things that make you richer or things that keep you stuck? Lesson 4. The poor. Stay trapped in fear, the rich. Take risks. One of the biggest differences between the rich and the poor is how they handle fear. Most people are scared of losing money, so they never take risks. They stick to a job, save their money, and avoid investments because they don't want to fail. But the rich understand that failure is part of learning. They don't avoid risk, they learn how to manage it. They take smart, calculated risks, invest wisely, and see failures as lessons instead of setbacks. If you let fear control you, you'll never grow. But if you take smart risks, learn from mistakes, and keep pushing forward, financial freedom is possible. Lesson 5. The rich don't work for money, they create systems. Most people trade their time for money. If they stop working, the money stops coming in. But the rich build systems that make money even while they sleep. Rich Dad taught Kiyosaki that instead of relying on a paycheck, he should create businesses, investments, and assets that generate passive income. This way, money flows in without having to work for every dollar. Think about it. Would you rather work 40 plus years for someone else, or spend a few years building something that pays you for life? Final thoughts. How to apply these lessons. If you want to escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, you need to start thinking like the rich. Here's what you can do today. 1. Invest in financial education. Read books, take courses, and learn how money works. 2. Stop working just for money. Start thinking about ways to build assets that generate income. 3. Buy assets, not liabilities. Invest in things that grow your wealth, not things that drain it. 4. Take smart risks. Don't let fear hold you back. Learn, invest, and grow. 5. Think long term. The rich don't chase quick money. They build wealth step by step. At the end of the day, financial freedom is a choice. You can either continue working for money your whole life or start making money work for you. The question is, which path will you choose?